Hi, everybody. How are you doing? If you're new here, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button and the bell down below to not miss a single one of our new lessons. And don't forget, if you like this lesson, please show us some support by hitting that like button. Also, take your fluency to the next level with our lessons.
Lesson 25. Future Perfect Tense. Mr. Priestley and the students. Mr. Priestley, I want to give you a little conversation that I heard in my house yesterday. It was about 5 o'clock, my wife was ironing in the kitchen, my daughter Margaret and my niece Lillian, who is staying with us for a while, were in the sitting room. Then my wife left her ironing and came into the sitting room, and this is what I heard. Mrs. Priestley, Margaret, I want you to go to the baker's before 6 o'clock. I have this ironing to do, but I shall have done it in half an hour and I need the loaf for supper. Margaret, can I go after 6 o'clock, Mother? I want to listen to the program on the radio and it won't have finished by 6 o'clock. Mrs. Priestley, I'm sorry, Margaret, but the baker's shop will have closed by the time the radio program finishes. Lillian, I'll go, Aunt Mary. I don't want to listen to the radio and I shall have written my homework lesson before 6 o'clock. Margaret, oh, thank you, Lillian. I shan't even have begun my homework by 6 o'clock, but I'll begin it as soon as supper is over. Mrs. Priestley, I hope you will, Margaret. We shall have had supper, and Susan will have cleared the table by 7:30, so you can do an hour's work before your bedtime. Will you have done it all by 8:30? Margaret, oh, yes, I shall have finished everything by 8 o'clock. Thank you again, Lillian. Mr. Priestley, I have given you that piece of conversation, not to show you Margaret's love of putting off work as long as she can, but to show you the use of another tense, the future perfect tense. The future perfect tense tells us something that will be past at or before a certain time in the future, e.g. at 6 o'clock the baker will have shut his shop. By next year I shall have taught foreign students for 25 years. This tense is made by using the simple future tense, I shall, you will, etc., together with have and the past participle. Here are all the forms of the future perfect tense of the verb to speak. Future perfect tense. Affirmative, interrogative, negative. I shall have spoken. Shall I have spoken? I shall not, shan't, have spoken. He will have spoken. Will he have spoken? He will not, won't, have spoken. We shall have spoken. Shall we have spoken? We shall not, shan't, have spoken. You will have spoken. Will you have spoken? You will not, won't, have spoken. They will have spoken. Will they have spoken? They will not, won't, have spoken. You have now had the 9 main tenses in English. Here they are illustrated, using the verb walk. Present, simple, continuous, perfect. I walk. I am walking. I have walked. Past, simple, continuous, perfect. I walked. I was walking. I had walked. Future, simple, continuous, perfect. I shall, will, walk. I shall, will, be walking. I shall, will, have walked. The future perfect tense expresses an action that we think of as being completed at or before some time in the future. Pronunciation drill. Wheel, Easter, easy, complete, key. Beside, department, repair, retire, respect, regret, crowded, engine, refreshment, orange, carriage. Charge, department, compartment, guard, clerk, card. Non-smoker, box office, whatever, job, polish. Customs, customer, government. Surname, Turkey. Against, arrange, towards, important, compartment, refreshment, collection, iron, anxiety, rule, crew, duty, during, doer, prize, guide, sign, title, iron, anxiety, tears, engineer, dear, really, idea, museum, house, mouse, found, town, brown, doubt. Exercises. Exercise 1. Write out the future perfect tense, affirmative, interrogative, and negative, of the verb to write. Exercise 2. Rewrite the following sentences putting the verbs that are in brackets into the future perfect tense. 1. By 7:30 we have supper. 2. The baker's shop close by supper time. 3. By the end of the year I read 2 books of essential English. 4. I finish this work before you go away. 5. By this time next week you take your examination. 6. We leave Mr. Priestley's house before it gets dark. 7. In 1960 George Bernard Shaw, b. dead for 10 years. 8. The dance start before we get there. 9. I hope it stop raining before we have to go. 10. When we see you next week we buy the new car. 11. He finish the building of the house before summer. 12. The birds fly away before the winter comes. 13. Next Easter Mr. Priestley teach foreign students for 25 years. 14. Before I see you again I be to Paris. 15. I hope you not forget all about the future perfect tense by the next lesson.
Dear friends, thank you very much for your support, for watching and for liking. I wish you success in learning English. Subscribe to our channel, and good luck.